Hi, Dennis here from Corporate AI Solutions. I just wanted to tag the post on going to post on LinkedIn with this personal message. Now, I've been building AI platforms now for some time, and voice AI agents is my go. I just love them to death. So I built a number of platforms out. You can see there's a link in the post to our marketplace, what I've built, what they're for. But this follows in conversation with one of our latest creations, one of my latest creations called Kira, which is a voice AI agent that is something I actually built for Connections, which is our AI interview platform. And I built Kira as the analyst with the ability for persistent memory. So you can have a conversation with her. She can track back and look at all the interviews that you may have conducted for your research or your surveys or whatever. And then, use that as a base for the analysis of what your surveys were. But once I built her for that, I thought, hang on a second, she can be so much more than that. So I built her as a separate product, Kira, and you'll see the links. Now, here's how it works. You simply go into the Kira platform, which is at the moment absolutely free, 30 days, no credit card, no nothing, just go in and have an all-you-can-eat buffet of Kira. And what you do is this. You define one problem, and then you register that with the setup Kira. I've got the setup Kira, and I've got the back-end Kira. Once that's set up, you open up into Kira, the back-end, which is your coach, if you like, through this problem or this issue or this whatever one thing. We're not talking about changing life. We're talking about the one thing. Do you want to learn how to bake a chocolate cake? Do you want to plan a wedding? Do you want to devise a strategy for your business? Whatever is the one thing. And you can have multiple one things, right? You can set up a Kira for one thing and go back in and set up a separate Kira for another thing. And what happens is, of course, Kira has the context of what you've set up. What is your objective? And then starts talking you through that, working with you as a partner, right? And I've not tried to set Kira up as an expert in anything. Her role is to work with you as a friend and partner would to get to the objective you want. And sometimes she gets it right, sometimes she gets it wrong, just like a friend does. But she'll acknowledge that and own, when she stuffs it up or, if she doesn't understand something or whatever. What we've done, though, is build in a knowledge base so that within Kira, she can do research herself, obviously, but you can also upload the specific things that, I'll give you an example, right? Let's just say that you bought something and you wanted to make it, assemble it, whatever the case may be. So you would upload the installation manual. Now, all of a sudden, Kira's got that as part of her knowledge base. So she can then work with you to do that thing. So if you wanted to bake the chocolate cake or the whatever, or 3-tier wedding cake, you would upload certain things, which are quite often, textual based and whatever, and then she will help work you through that. It doesn't matter whether it's a personal journey or a business journey. It does, that she's designed to be able to support that through whatever it is that you want to achieve. Now, as part of the AI development scenarios that I'm doing, I'm building out multiple platforms. I'm not using, no code, low code, N8N, whatever. I'm not a developer, but let's just say that I've learnt some things over the past 12, 18 months. So I'm on my platforms, and for those who are techie, you'll get this. I build on PyCharm as a code base just to be able to have convenience. I don't use the code base AI, PyCharm AI. I pretty much load everything. It's a mono repo for everything. So a single structure, front and back end. I use Vercel for, as you'll see, all the links are Vercel. Vercel for the front end. I use Supabase and GitHub, obviously. And 11 Labs is all my agents are 11 Labs. I've tried all the others, but conversational AI, which is the agents that 11 Labs has been ideal. All of the things that need to make it work are very relatively simple. So anyway, so I build them on that. I use a range of LLMs, Claude, ChatGPT, Grok, and Gemini, because for those who know, ChatGPT is, and VAR 5 is, sorry, Sam, but it's going backwards. Too grokky, too much detail, too much, education and mentorship and blah, 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 when you just want to get a result. I use Claude primarily because it's fast. And always work and it breaks, but, because it's fast, you can iterate and you can fix things up and do whatever. I use Gemini for some things, although personality-wise, Gemini is lazy. Gemini just, says do this instead of creating stuff, and then you have to remind her, as I think of Gemini, as I want you to do stuff, not just tell me to do stuff. Grok is the nerd, getting a bit better, but typically gives you. But if you want detail on things, then Grok is the best place to be. Just back it on. So I build with Claude. I confirm with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is excellent for framework and architecture. We've had some really good insights into how we approach things, how we harden things, how we build security into things from ChatGPT. I get them to, get ChatGPT to do a snapshot and then load that back into Claude and use it as a framework for our going forward. So but what I do primarily, when you have a look at the marketplace, and the links are in the post, what I do primarily is I build platforms. So Connections is a platform. It's the ability for anybody to come in who does research, wants to do surveys, whatever, wants to scale surveys or research or basically interviews that you would have to otherwise have a lot of humans to do. You can scale it through an AI agent who is through the process of creation from your input and from the back-end system. Provides the opportunity to have a million people take a survey in a day and cost you nothing, basically. We built Tuolingo, which is a multilingual two-way translation web app for tour guides. We're now verticalizing that and horizontalizing that into conference lingo and a range of other things. All of those things came together into what I call Longtail AI Venture Fund, which is a studio-type venture fund. We're not chasing unicorns. Our thesis, which you can read, is basically build a shitload of stuff, throw mud at the wall, if you like, because now we can, at minimal marginal cost, build these things, because we believe that, here's a problem, here's a solution, try that, see how it goes. Do we get product market fit? Oh, no. Okay, move on or change or alter or pivot or do whatever. But the opportunity is there just to do that. And so what I do is I build the base platforms that then can spin into white label versions or your own version to suit you. So have a look at the marketplace and see that. Now, I just want to share this because, as I said, I built Kira. I took Kira out of Connections as a separate product, built Kira, and tried her on how do I fix diesel injectors in a van? How do I travel from Townsville, where I am, to Melbourne at no cost? How do I get funders for Longtail AI Ventures? Like I said, the last one. And just astounded having some sounding board, having somebody with basically unlimited knowledge to draw on, plus the specific relevant knowledge base that I add, for example, because I want to know about various things. So I add certain things that I want Kira to know, or my Kira, that Kira for that particular problem to know. So all I can say is take the opportunity, give Kira a go. No credit card, no payment for a month. You can do you can do 18 different problems a day and have a separate Kira helping you sort that through, having these conversations. I'm pacing around where I am, having this conversation as I would with a coach or with an executive assistant or with someone else who's my partner or whatever. And the feedback has been magnificent. So give Kira a go. That's all I'm saying. Thanks for that. Dennis here, signing out. Go and visit. Thanks.